Demolition in Durban, folks. The Boks have just blown the Pumas off the park. 67 points to 30. Sasha Feinberg Ngomazulu gets a hat-trick, becomes the single highest points scorer for the Springboks in a single match with, I think, 37 points. Quite unbelievable stuff, and some really bonkers play in that first half. Some of the strangest tries you'll ever see. The tries of Chocobatas, like, I've watched a fair few rugby games in my time. I've genuinely never seen anything quite like that. But yeah, very, very strong performance from the Boks. Puts them in pole position ahead of the final round of the Rugby Championship 2025. We'll go through some of the key events and stats. We'll have to be pretty quick because there's a ton of tries on the board. And you guys can let us know your thoughts. Early scrum dominance from the Boks was pretty encouraging. Got them 3 points on the board when they won a scrum penalty. Sasha slotted that one, but the Pumas replied with 2 penalties of their own when the Boks were offside. So the Pumas, despite the scoreline, were leading, if ever so briefly, 6 points to 3. Matera with a high tackle on Visa meant the Boks were able to even it up. So a proper exchange of penalties. Thomas Dutoy had a high shot on Sclavi as well. He conceded a few penalties, old Thomas, but yeah, the Pumas, when they had their first chance down South Africa's end from that penalty, couldn't get anything from it. Their line out misfired a few times, which is, it's been a little bit of a thing for the Pumas. Like there were some Pumas fans quietly confident going into this game because they've had some exciting moments and they've looked dangerous, but finishing chances, you feel like, has been an area of concern. And yeah, they certainly, you're going to have to take them, the lion's share of them, if you're going to get a win over in South Africa. They still had more chances. Sasha Feinberg and Ngomazulu didn't have a perfect outing. I mean, despite his record-breaking effort, like, he knocks on a ball into touch, gives the Pumas a second line-out chance. They fluffed that one as well. South Africa mucked their own line up. I think it was Sasha again, offside at the line-out, so he gets pinged. Pumas are able to slot it, go back in front, 9 points to 6. So it's not looking like a game which is going to finish with 97 points on the board after like half an hour. South Africa did have their first try chalked off when Evans one was TMO'd for a Corbus Reinach knock-on at the base of the ruck, but they had advantage, went back for it anyway. Malcolm Marx, maul try, Boks back in the lead, first try on the game. It's taken, 31 minutes? But we do get a try on the board, the first of many for the Boks. But as I said, it's not looking like that kind of game at the time. 11 points to 9. It's still, still very much a close game. Argentina did miss a shot at goal, which is one of the risks. If you're going to go for threes, you pretty much got to get them all. On 35 minutes when South Africa went off their feet at the breakdown. But then the strangest moment, I feel like, of the game, and a game which had some weird moments, is Malia putting a nice kick through. And the Pumas kicking game was largely how they got themselves on the front foot in the first half. Like, the box kicks were not good from Garcia, the halfback. They were largely going nowhere, but Carreras, being Santiago, not Mateo, were getting some kicks forward to push the Boks boys back. But Malia's one forced Colby into his own goal area comfortably enough. It's not going dead, and it's not going to stay in the field of play, so he just dotted it down. It's a goal line dropout, and Cheslin just drop kicks it intended casually for his teammates. But when it's a goal line dropout, you can't drop kick the ball, I guess, without restarting the game. So he inadvertently restarts the game, casually giving it to his teammates, and Chocobates pounces on it and gets a gift of a try. That is honestly one of the strangest things I've ever seen. It's a quick think from Chocobates, and yeah, a rare mistake from Cheslin. I guess just a little bit too casual. Bizarre. 16 points to 11. The Pumas back in front again. But for South Africa, they had the perfect reply. Sasha Feinberg and put a kick through, which I think was intended for Moody out wide, but he just puts the hammer down. Jeez, he's quick. Like, I knew he was quick, but he's unbelievably quick. He just gathers the thing himself and gets a try immediately to kind of get his mate Cheslin out of trouble. So Boks back in front, 18-16. And to be fair, that was all from pretty easy kick return from the Boks, like a bit of a nothing kick. And, the Boks return it with interest, get themselves a try. Argentina did get held up right before halftime, but again, we get the TMO having a wee look. And it was, again, the kicking game from Argentina, which was get them that go forward. Willems has to go into touch to give the Pumas a chance for a line out, because they weren't getting that much go forward ball with ball in hand, the Pumas, but the kicking game was getting some pay. And the TMO comes in, says there's a side entry by Marks on maul defense, penalty try time. Pumas back in front, 23-18. Still time for the restart, though, just barely. And Argentina don't catch it. So the Springboks are once again able to hit straight back. They were clearly fired up. Some big phases like Visa, Peter Steff with the big carries, 10+ phases. And then Sasha Feinberg and Gomazulu is able to step Sinti. He makes it look easier than it is. 25-23 at halftime. 25-23 at halftime. Look at that final score. It's not... I mean, to be fair, based on what we've seen in the first half, part of that's on the cards. Like the run meters is 209 to 97. The Boks have had double the run meters. As I said, a lot of the Pumas go forward is from their kicking game. The Boks have had more possession, more territory, 3 clean breaks to 1. And, you feel like if they can get more ball, they could do dangerous things. They do get more ball in the second half. It's still during the yellow card, remember, to start the second half, but the Boks get another try. Willems with a nice catch from another Argentinian clearance kick. Peter Steff and Visa once again go to work on the ball carry. Those guys, I don't know, what do you guys say? We say had their wheat bix for breakfast over here in NZ. Like, they were fired up. Whatever they ate for breakfast was giving them some big time energy. And then Sasha Feinberg and Gomazulu with that cross kick to Colby. It's a peach. It's an absolute beauty. That'll make Colby feel better again after that goal line dropout thing. But 32-23. Santi Carreras has a few big errors for the Pumas. It kind of compounds things, like he drops a ball and then there's a kick to him, which he just drops cold. South Africa have a chance. Sasha takes it. He's got some fleet footwork. 39-23. Argentina did have their one moment in the second half to kind of hit immediately back when they got click and half break from Malia, the fullback, offload to Albanoz. That's a nice take and try. 39-30, bonus point for the moment gone for South Africa, but that's their only scoring of the second half, Argentina. It just goes horrendously wrong for them. They just can't live with the Boks in the second half. Like when the Boks clicked, they did it to the All Blacks in Wellington. They did it to the Wallabies at the start of that Ellis Park game. Like when they click, nobody is living with them at the moment. Scary prospect if they can do it for 80 minutes. But I mean, Moody was denied a bit of a wonder try when Sasha had another cross kick to Colby, but he dotted it down on the dead ball line. So that one wasn't given, but Vandenberg got one. Just they couldn't stop the gain line carries from the Boks. Offloads, Khaleesi big carry, Snyman getting the arms free, Dealende big carry, like just the key men for the Boks. They just passive in the tackle. The Pumas couldn't stop them. 46-30, and then just champagne. What was it? Champagne rugby, man. Massive wide pass from Marnie Libok, who's come on. He's got such a sweet pass when he can get flowing. To Ethan Hooker, offloads to Peter Steff. He gets a try, 53-30. Libok pounces on loose ball. It's a Springbok loose ball. The passing's not quite clicking, but he just pounces on it, runs kind of towards the ref. Nice line. Bit of footwork, dink over the top, regather, try time for Marnie Libok, 60 points to 30, and then long stoppage for Gonzalo Garcia, who had a bit of an injury, so fingers crossed he's all right. But Boks want more points. Peter Steff Dutoy gets his second. Sasha goes top point scorer with that final conversion for the Boks of all time in terms of a single match. Man, 67 points is a proper walloping. Stats, 536, 238, that's the run meters. Felt like more. Possession, 60, 40. It was more than 60% in the second half for the Boks. They had so much ball. Clean breaks, 10-2. Really ran right in the second half. Defenders beaten 33-26. Offloads 12-5. As I said, the Boks were just keeping the ball alive. It was really easy on the eye. Line out was perfect, 10 from 10. Pumas were 9 from 12. So as I said, they misfired a few times, even if they'd taken their chances in the first half. I don't think they're stopping that Boks second half onslaught. Sasha finishes with 134 metres, 13 defenders beaten, 3 clean breaks, 3 tries, an assist, and a partridge and a bloody pear tree. Man, what a performance. I mean, Peter Steff, 66 metres, 4 defenders beaten, 9 from 11 tackles. Not bad as well. On another day, he probably gets man of the match, but not to be on this day. Pumas have got some really good attacking wingers, but they couldn't get them into the game. Iscarol finished with 12 metres. Mateo Carreras, who's looked deadly all tournament, finished with 5 metres. Crema did make 16 from 20 tackles, but ultimately, pretty long day at the office for the Pumas. And as I said, when the Boks get going, who can stop them when they're playing like that? Very, very difficult. But anyway, that's the game. I'm off to watch the Women's World Cup final because I haven't seen it. It was played at the same time. I haven't seen the result, thankfully. But you guys let us know your thoughts on this one. How do you think things are going in the final round? And I will talk to you guys again soon. See you later.